Ace and I have that in common. Simple. Say we might also have this in common. I love weed. So much so that now I'm California sober. Does anybody know what that means? Exactly. It means I stay the fuck out of LA. It also means that because I got a bit of a drinking problem, I only smoke weed now. Oh, see, I knew he was about it. It's cool. I mean, like I said, I figured we were going to be vibing on that.
Ace didn't like the premise.
Oh, he's not going to like the rest of it this time. Because let me tell you, not only do I like weed, I will also take mushrooms for therapeutic reasons, you know? It's 2023. Yeah. Exactly. Woo! And you know what, frankly, if anybody's got some good acid, ketamine, or ecstasy, let me know. Because I'm still in recovery, and I definitely want that good shit. Especially ecstasy, because my very first experience with it was after my buddy Marshall comes, painted tip to toe, and he was still on it, so both tips to all 10 toes. And he goes, Piff, you gotta try Molly. I was like, what is it? He's like, buddy, you pop one and you get sweating. Woo! And I was like, what else can you tell me about this magical drug? He goes, every time the wind blew, I felt like I was going to jizz my pants. Which is like, yeah, exactly, a really good feeling, and that's what I fucking need in my life. So immediately I hit up our drug dealer, Donnie. I'm like, yo, you got any? He's like, Piff, dude, of course. So now it becomes going to get it, so I gotta go over the crackhead and through the hood to Donnie's trap house I go. And I knock on the door, and this Wednesday Addams lookalike opens it, and she goes, are you Piff? Two things. I suppose I just kind of have Piff face going on. And two, Lurch usually opens the door, so that was also weird. But she ushers me into this waiting room for hepatitis, where she settles me in between these two awesome valedictorians, just nodding off on either heroin, ketamine, or something or other. All I knew is that I was trying to keep their drool piles off my shoulders, so I was just like, get off me, get off me. All my inner thoughts were just, fuck this, god damn it, I hate this, bad decisions. But luckily, before I could make a good decision, Donnie came downstairs, great for me, and he's like, dude, Pitt, how are you doing? And I noticed his pupils were like this, which meant he was on a Coachella's amount of cocaine. I also knew, due to my hood instincts, he had a pistol on him. Not only that, but I also saw like the red dot going through his sweatpants, so I was like, all right, he's in a mood. He's like, how you doing? And I'm like, fucking good, man. Can I get my stuff? He's like, oh yeah. So we did the classic exchange, drugs, money, drugs. Ace is familiar. And I'm like, fuck yeah, man. I'm so excited. And before I can get out the trap house, Dad goes, wait, Pitt, anybody offer you a line? I'm like, of what, Donnie? He's like, Piff, buddy, if you gotta ask that man, that means you need some. Which is not good logic when it comes to hardcore drugs. But, as I said before, Coachella's amount of cocaine, pistol in the pocket, and frankly, I'm not rude, so up my nose it went. So now I got boil in my body, Molly in my hand, I'm running back, I step on the crackhead, break my mama's back, and I'm back with my buddies, and I'm like, whoo! We are about to have such a good time, boys. Whew. So we take it, and as the song foretold, we popped it and we got sweating. Whew. And if you've ever taken too much amphetamine, maybe too much Adderall, 5 banks or 2, way too many, maybe just drink way too much espresso one day, you know the feelings that I began to feel. You start to feel your heartbeat beat a little faster, kind of feels, rhythmic. You start to hear it in your ears. And in this case, my body started to feel like an electric pencil sharpener, just, which at first was awesome. I was like, fuck yeah, this is gonna be amazing. Energy level, awesome. The problem was that energy didn't taper off and I wasn't creaming my jeans like previously discussed. No, the energy just kept building and building like my credit card debt. Building and building due to my very poor decision making. And I began to have a bit of a panic attack like I was gonna fucking die. And then who gets my Xbox 360? That became the real question. And I'm like, oh, don't freak out. My buddy sees I'm freaking out, so he's like, Piff, we're gonna calm down. We're gonna smoke some cigarettes. And cigarettes and amphetamines go better than peanut butter and jelly. We started fucking chiefing them one after the other, just like a Chinese kid on break from the Nike factory. I'm talking back and forth. Ooh, it was bad. By the end, our lungs looked like the Marlboro Mans. So I'm like, boys, we gotta fucking take a break. Let's smoke some weed. And we are going back and forth in this fucking white trash Willie Nelson rotation, just back and forth like a bisexual seesaw, and it's not doing anything. Lastly, my buddy who's just fucking jacked is like, boys, we're gonna do the unthinkable, we're gonna work out. Which is cool for him, because again, he pops his shirt off and he looks like Adonis. And again, he starts going at it like Sean T from the P90X commercials, and I'm doing my best to follow him. He starts doing push-ups. I'm pretty sure I sprained my wrist. Eventually, my one buddy's just like, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna get something. He comes back with the Holy Grail. Xanax! Pops in our tongue, and we melt. It was amazing. Calm down like a motherfucker. The next day, worst hangover of my life. And I called Donnie up. I'm like, what the fuck was that? He's like, oh, you liked it, right? I'm like, no. And I told him all about the night prior. And he goes, oh, hold on 1 second, Pip. Changing from a cokehead to a customer service agent, and just goes, oh, sorry about that, sir. That was actually meth, not Molly. Silver lining, though, I do know which bag is which. Thanks, guys. That's my time.